Welcome back to our city. I'm pleased to be joined by Alonzo Jones and Mr. Sergio Granados, planning the National Night Out celebration here in the city of Elizabeth. It's to be held on August 6th. Welcome to the show, guys.
How you doing? Thanks for having us.
Good. Sergio, you're running for freeholder, so you're keeping yourself busy, right?
Definitely like to stay busy. Definitely like to stay involved in the community as much as possible.
So you're out all over the place.
All over
And you
the
got time
Union County.
to National Night Out. You're learning from Alonzo here?
Definitely.
This is a little
chairman.
different, Alonzo. You on the other side of the camera.
I know.
Or the other side of the table, I should say.
It feels awkward, but
Awkward? Why?
I just used to be on that side,
I know.
different angle. So
How's your comedy career
doing
coming?
well. I was in the richest state of America over the weekend. Went to Detroit, so we had a good time out there.
The richest city
In America, yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bankruptcy
Bankruptcy.
went right over his head. Don't we?
Anybody show up at your meeting?
Yeah, quite a few people.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did they pay to get in?
Oh yeah,
Oh, how'd they do that?
Free entrance.
folks from all over the world came in.
So tell our viewers about you. So what are you guys up to? Alonzo, you're working in the health department, right? You're working in
Public information.
public information, right? You're in the health department.
Health department, yes.
And my notes are all messed up.
So this year we're doing the 30th annual National Night Out, and it's going to take place at Carteret Park between the hours of 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Carteret Park is located between Vine, Murray, and Elmore. So we'll be there that night to celebrate something for the entire family.
And you've been involved in a few of these national night outs.
Quite a few. Sergio was there before I was. He, Denise Loan, a few others, and I inherited this project from him. So he was a good teacher for me.
He was?
Yeah.
I
Is
try
that
my-
true?
Yes, yes. But
Okay.
Alonzo's a great chairman for the organization. He's head of National Night Out, and he's been doing a wonderful job for the past couple of years.
So Sergio, National Night Out, I didn't notice it was the 30th year.
30th year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've only been, I guess we've been doing them all the years I've been the mayor, over 20, right?
Yeah.
And so National Night Out, what do we actually do? What is it, I know what we do, but tell our viewers what we do.
Well, one of the main things we do for National Night Out is drug prevention and heighten crime awareness to local residents. And we try to get the community to come out and meet with local police officers, local fire departments, and different organizations throughout the city. And provide them information on neighborhood block watch associations, which is one of the main targets of this year, is heightening information to residents about block watch associations. And every single community within the city has them. So definitely trying to get that information out there as much as possible.
And Alonzo, on National Night Out, we work with the young people. We got a new location this year. Tell us about it. Why do we move it around?
Well, each year we try to go to different parts of the city and bring the word out and give everyone a chance to meet with the fire department and the police department. The problem is that it's getting bigger and bigger each and every year, so it's hard to find a location in each and every ward to accommodate National Night Out. So certain parks in the city do work, and Carteret Park happens to be one of those parks.
Last year we had it at Hanratty Field.
Right.
That was overwhelming with people.
Yeah. And some people say it was the best one yet, but as I said, each and every year it's getting bigger and bigger, so it's just, where do we house this thing?
So we're doing Carteret Park.
Carteret Park this year,
Yeah,
yes.
we had it there a couple of years ago.
A few years ago we were at Carteret Park. We've been to Kellogg Park, and the waterfront was another great hit, but unfortunately due to the hurricane we can't go down there again.
Yeah, well, we can. Not yet, but
Right.
City Council's entertaining a bond ordinance to start repairing down there.
Okay.
And get reimbursed by FEMA. National Night Out, Sergio, you're really young, but people used to flip hamburgers in their backyard and talk to each other, but we don't do that anymore. With all the social media and things. We don't. So National Night Out is a way of getting people out of their house. And how else is it celebrated in the city of Elizabeth?
Well, it's getting people out of their house, but it's also in reference to getting people to socialize with one another. People interact, like you're saying, before used to be in people's backyards. But nowadays, everybody comes to one location where they can intermingle. It's from people from all different parts of the city, where there's usually people from the first ward interacting with people from the third ward, fourth ward, and you provide one another with your information and get to know each other and see all the different services the city provides. Because the city is one of the great cities where we provide a lot of different information from the fire department, police department, and a lot of different demonstrations, including yoga, Zumba. This year, the Jaws of Life, which is a great demonstration for our city residents.
There's going to be a Zumba designation?
Zumba.
You doing that?
No, not me. The YMCA going to do that for us this year.
Are you going to be one of the participants?
I might do that, yeah.
A chairman has to be one of those participants.
Yeah, I think you have to, right? I mean,
If
I
time
did it
permits.
last year, didn't I? Or
Yeah, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
In Kellogg's Park.
Kellogg Park.
You're the leader of the dance brigade.
I was
there.
leader of
Yeah,
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So community organizations, we touched on them. You talked about the police and fire, but there's a lot more, Alonzo. Talk about the community organizations.
There's quite a few taking part in National Night Out. Of course, we have Trinitas. The city brings out different departments come out, the health department, recreation. And then we go on, we get folks like First Presbyterian Church, Boxwood Hall, the Girl Scouts, and also we have the public health nurses come out, and they all chip in and it becomes one great event.
And they all have different tables set up?
Right, we set up various tables, and then people just go from table to table getting information. Thanks to our sponsors, we get great giveaways to give away. And I'll just take a minute to mention some of the sponsors. Melody Mel Productions, they give out some great stuff, the Goya Food, Elmore Healthcare, Elegant Headwear, IHOP donates pancakes, IHOP from North Broad Street. And I couldn't believe it, but folks out there at 6, 8 o'clock at night eating pancakes. The fire
But
department.
you only eat them in the morning.
I thought so also, but anytime they're 24 hours a day, people love them. The Elizabeth Fire
I
Department
probably
comes
shouldn't say that if IHOP's watching, right?
No, it's known fact. People eat pancakes anytime, and they're that good, so people just come out and they eat them. The fire department provides hot dogs, free hot dogs for us. Health First provides a bounty for us. Party Factor provides a bounty for us. Cheryl Payne comes out and does the face painting for us, and Wake Firm provides water for us, and Elegant Headwear. They provide great gifts for us throughout the years, hats, belts, different things for children. So altogether, it's a great event. It doesn't cost the city a dime because all the sponsors donate their time and everything.
So are there any other businesses involved? I mean, did you run through them all? Or is it...
Well, we also have, last year, the outlet, Jersey Gardens Mall, came out, and Timberland Store came out. Their employees donated their time to help. I mean, they set up in the heat and worked diligently throughout the entire event. And this year we're getting calls from other stores in the mall who wants to come out and celebrate with us also.
So, Sergio, we pull all this together every year, and you're teaching Alonzo how to do this, correct?
No, he's starting to teach me. He's moving forward, moving the organization forward, and it's great to see every single year moving forward and forward.
And types of vendors or activities, you mentioned bouncies and face painting. Are there any line dance, anything else going on there?
Well, the fire department comes out every year, and they do a great demonstration with the Jaws of Life. We bring a vehicle, and we simulate them actually extracting someone from the car and how that would actually take place. And just saying it, I can't explain to you, but it's amazing, something you have to see firsthand. In addition to that, we have a special guest doing the National Night Out. Last year, the Star Spangled Banner was sang by the Girl Scout. This year, someone from the fire department is going to represent us singing that. We also have the awards given out by City Council for folks who, how does that work, Sergio?
Folks who have actually done a great deed inside their own community by helping deter crime and helping the police department and local residents, when they see something going on that's troubling in the neighborhood, they call the police department, get in contact with the local city officials, councilman or the mayor or yourself, and letting them know exactly what's happening from crimes. I remember one case where there was White Castle had a situation going on, and a resident actually called the police department to notify them of what was taking place and actually help follow the criminals, let's say, who were causing the issue. And to their help, they actually helped catch the criminals, and the police department were able to follow them and track them and catch them.
Now, each ward councilman usually gives a recommendation, and that's how it still works that way. The
Right.
council members give recommendations, and we do that.
Each ward council and council at large has the opportunity to present a name.
Right. We had a lot of people last year. I don't know how many, but any ideas on the numbers last year? How many we put
I've
this
been
year?
told we have over 500 every year.
Easily.
And that's what makes it difficult, like I said earlier, to house it because the numbers increase every year. So where do you put 500 plus people?
Yeah, so this year. But weather has a lot to do with it as well, right?
Yeah, but fortunately we haven't had rain. And maybe you know better than I do, but I haven't experienced. One year I think we had rain at Kellogg's Park. That was years ago. But outside of that, it's been great, and we're not going to have any rain this year either.
Now, how do you know that?
I just don't want to talk it up, and I said we're not going to have rain, so we're not.
So you can guarantee we're not going to have rain, right?
Just about, yeah.
Sponsors of National Night Out. Did we miss any sponsors? Did we cover them all?
Rita's Ice Cream from Jersey
Oh.
Gardens Mall also donates.
And
We-
Fantasy Novelty Party Shop, they donate tank and balloons for us every year so we can provide the kids with free balloons. So that works out well also.
I think Cheryl Payne definitely is a great asset to our day because she provides face painting, and these kids are in lines by 30, 40, 50 kids all lined up to get their face painted, their arms painted. She does a wonderful job every single year.
We'll keep less people getting tattoos. I know the tattoo parlors are probably be upset. They should just get face painting. So, what time does it start, by the way?
6 o'clock, it runs from 6 to 8. It's a 2-hour event, and it sounds like a short period of time, but a lot happens within the 2 hours. And a lot of people get to know things going on throughout the city, their block watch associations, and also meet the fire departments firsthand, see the emergency vehicles, what we have, how they work, and kids get a great time. The smokehouse is there. They get to go inside a smokehouse and simulate what to do in case of a fire emergency, the stop, drop, and roll drill.
And if anyone would like more information about National Night Out, who do they call? How do they
908-820-4238. We have people still calling up to volunteer. People still want to be a vendor that day, so it's not too late.
We're also on Twitter and Facebook and all that.
Twitter, Facebook. The city has a great Facebook page, City of Elizabeth on Facebook. And also the Office of the Aging, Office of Youth has a Facebook page. And we're on Nixle, which you can also find us on. If you haven't joined Nixle, follow us on Nixle. Get all the emergency information right away.
Good. Alonzo, I want to thank you, and Sergio, I want to thank you. Good luck in your efforts to be the Union County Freeholder in
Really
November.
appreciate
I'm
it.
sure I'm going to see you during that period of time. And I thank all of you for your efforts in making National Night Out work this year. I look forward to seeing you on August 6th and celebrating with the residents of Elizabeth.
You're welcome.
For Alonzo Jones and Sergio Granados and Ms. Zoila Teronis on the first part of this show, I'm Chris Bolwage, and we'll see you next week on another edition of Our City.